Hey everybody, just wanted to hip you up to something that's real crazy. Looking at this is something you see in sports bars, and sometimes you may see it with like the Dish Network or something. But again, this is YouTube television, so they just came out with a new MultiView for the March Madness tournament, the basketball NCAA college tournament, and you can watch 4 games at once. So earlier today, when there were only a couple games playing, they had a split screen with 2 games playing at the same time. You didn't get the full aspect ratio of the television because of the aspect ratio of the boxes, so you can only get like the middle screens. But it's pretty cool watching 2 games at once. But like now, I'm actually watching 4 games at one time, and it's like, again, your own little personal sports bar. This is insane. I mean, look at this. I mean, is that not insane that we're able to view these 4 screens? So this is a new premise that just came up like today, maybe yesterday, but started for the tournament. It's an update to your YouTube television, and what happens is when you go on your guide, where you would select your games from the home setting, you can select each one of these games individually. But what else you can do is there's one selection that will say MultiView, and in the MultiView it'll have the 4 games, and you select it, and then it'll populate your television here. So if it has 2 games or 4 games, it'll show all of them. And right now I'm listening to the sound by the highlighted one there. What else I can do is I can switch between boxes and check the sound from another game, and that becomes the dominant game. And furthermore, I can click on one of the games to expand it, and then that takes over the entire television. And that is insane, right? Look at that. So I hit the back button, and it takes me back to all 4 games. And if I want, I can see if there's another selection of games. Looking at the home. So again, look at this highlighted box up here. You see that there are 4 games, and those are the 4 that I'm watching now. Or I can go through individually these actual games that are on in that box. Or of course I can watch something else. I was looking to see if there are any other games that are playing in the MultiView, but it might be the only games playing tonight. But this is actually pretty sweet, dude. So possibilities, because they did get the NFL Network games, or the NFL games, the NFL ticket. They already have basketball, so being able to do this during the playoffs or college football would be another great place where, you know, we basically set games up so that we can flip back and forth between them. And now we would no longer have to do that. We could watch multiple ones here. Now, this does correspond with the fact that they did increase their pricing slightly, but on the other side, they not only increased their pricing, but they decreased the price of the 4K package. I still think it's theft for them to take an additional sum to give you 4K and additional accounts, but it is what it is. But they went up from $64.99 to $72.99. So they went up a fair bit there, not a whole lot, but they did. But they also cut in half essentially the 4K package, which the 4K package was $19.99 a month, so additional $20. Now it's $9.99, so it's an additional $10. So between those 2 packages, you're paying about $83. So in essence, I'm paying about the same. So the base package went up, the 4K went down, so I'm paying essentially about the same amount that I would be paying before, where it was 64 plus 20, that would be 84. Now 72 or $73 plus 10, they're about 84, 83, $84. So it's about the same. So I won't notice it on my bill. Some may if they just have the base package. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is very cool. So I know some folks that have this that don't know that it's available yet. So I wanted to reach out and share this with you all. Hopefully they're you'll enjoy this as much as I have been today as I popped it in. Again, this may have happened yesterday, but I was actually down in Orlando at the Oral Roberts versus Duke game. Duke wiped the floor pretty much with them. And then there was the Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus the Tennessee game. That was a much better game. So we were there for both of those games last night. And that game, I was supposed to leave Orlando to drive back home, like halfway through that game, like at halftime. But the game was so compelling, I stayed. So I wound up not getting home until about 2 in the morning back home in Jacksonville. So in any case, this is great. Check it out. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend that you check your settings, but it will probably, when you turn your television on, it'll pop up and give you this option. And it's very foolproof as to how to set it up. There's no setup involved. All you have to do is select the box, that particular game that has the 4 games or the 2 games, the multiple games, and you'll be in a situation where you can see them all. So it's kind of cool. Thanks. Bye.